And the 3-2, that's in the dirt, but Myers swings at it for strike three. Torres with the full count pitch, swung on and missed, strike three. So Torres, this is fisted up the top of the bat, and no chance of the play as Ellie Thatcher gets in their numbers. That equates to some success. That pitch rung up, strike three. And Pulich, that 1-1 is grounded up the middle over to the shortstop Gilkerson. Tries to go the short way to second, but and 6 of them hitting above 300 as Sequoia Dunlap goes good morning. The Mid-American Conference. Grounder slapped and mishandled by Harbold, and Ty Turner reaches to begin the second. And the 3-2. This is blasted over to right field, and stepping back to the warning track is Thatcher. She makes the catch. Ground ball back to Torres, scoops it on a second hop, throws to first, gets her, and advances Turner to second. Marketed E3 on the gaff by Harbold. Salem Moyer goes down swinging, and that'll be it in the 2026 season as a slap swing fans and misses, strike three. And down to Senior as that one fouled off to the right side, but it's going to be caught in foul ground by Meyer. Torres. Slap swing down on the dirt. Fielded on 2 hops by Thompson. Fires to first. 30th run of the year. And the 1-2. This is popped up deep to center field. And it's over the head of Hare. And around third comes Kohler. Throw to second is mishandled. And an RBI double by Bella Meyer puts Youngstown State on the 1-2. In there, strike three. Wilkerson tried to frame it up as ball payoff from Torres. Swung on and missed, strike three. A big strikeout from Torres. And that ends the top off from Kimball. Swing and a miss as Kimball gets her to chase outside. And here it is again. Right back up the middle through the legs of Kimball and into center for a 1-out single. Ellie Thatcher, 2 for 2. And that one 2 hops up the middle as Gilkerson gets the 6-3 double. 2 top teams in the conference as that one ringer up for strike three. Line drive, and that one goes back to the left field side for a 2-out base hit. Ayla Ray, the legend would say. 2-2. Popped up. This is carrying to the left field side. Ranging back on the warning track is Kaylin Hopp to line drive. This is carrying to left center field. It is gone. Aglaya Rudd with a leadoff home run ties the game at 1. Big time shot by the transfer from Purdue Fort Wayne, and Aglaya Rudd. Here's another look at the play in question as we are looking at the spectacular diving stop by Ty Turner, and that one, well, and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And strike three, down goes Caitlin Jardine. And Harbold swings and misses, and they fired a second. Taking off was Hare, and it was, and the 2-1. Swung on and missed, that's strike three. Hits, Torres just 2. Now it's 3 as it goes back up the middle for an infield single. Jardine, and a bunt shown, a sacrifice bunt by Stazak, and it's beautifully done as it's mishandled by the infield. Bunt again, first base line. The sacrifice works as Harbold throws. Line drive, it goes right back up the middle past Dunlap and into center. One comes in to score as Kohler tags home plate. Lydia Wilkerson gives 1-2. Launched over to left field, plenty of room. Catch made at the warning track, and that's a sac fly. Stazak in to score. And Ty Turner makes it 3-1 with the sac fly. Now, popped up right at the center field. And that ends the Rudd. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle, and it drops in front of Kohler for 2-2 again. Swing and a miss. Down goes Sequoia Dunlap for strike three. And a big first 2-2. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts. Comes two from Kimball. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Kimball strikes out the side. So put her record at 6-2. A slap swing, and it goes past Thompson into left for a leadoff single. Layla Stazak. 1-1. Bunted back up to Molatoris. Fires to first. A low throw, and it's safe. Bunt Molatoris. This time she makes up for it, but the runners advance to second. Here is Gilkerson popping this up to center and running up and making the play. Hare not deep enough to advance the runner from second, but it is deep enough to drive in Stazak. Sack fly by Emma Gilkerson. It's 4-1. 1-1. Popped up right field. And drifting back is Jardine. She calls off Harbold to make the catch. More from Chartiers Valley, and a leadoff pinch hit single. And Gualazi wants to stretch it to a double, and she slides in. That's a good way to get started and a good way to get your first hit of the 0-2. Line drive to center, and it's handled by the center fielder Kohler for the first out. The tying run, and a 4-pitch walk puts Hopf at first. 2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Thatcher. The 10th, no stranger to a 2-out scenario. This is launched to center field. It's gone! Courtney Pulich ties it up at 4 with the 3-run homer to center. Courtney Pulich does what Courtney Pulich does best. A 3-run jack to center. Tie. And a 4-pitch walk, and the winning run is at first base. The 1-2. Strike 3 called on the outside part of the plate, and we're getting free soft. And the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the 1-1. Another swing and a miss, a late decision by Michaela Jardine. And she goes down on strike. Youngstown State ahead, and she smacks the first pitch she sees back up the middle for a leadoff single. Have played 2 extra inning games this season as Gilkerson is rung up on strike 3. And the 2-1. This is line drive over to right center field, drops at the base of the wall. And a stand-up double, but Worley stays put at third base today. Ground ball to the shortstop. Fires over to first, and no advancement from Worley. She stays put. The 0-1, grounded, and it's mishandled by Jardine, and in come the 2 runs. Both runs come across. And Ayla Ray stands up at second base. It's 6-4 Youngstown State. 2 RBI base hit for Ayla Ray, and now Salem Moyer drives in Ray. Back up the middle goes Salem Moyer to make it 7-4 Youngstown State. And the Penguins might have just put this one out of reach. Bree Kohler. Check swing. She broke the plane, strike 3.
State. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and Thatcher is retired on strikes.
Really nice pitch there by O'Brien. We've seen a lot of heat, but goes with the off speed right there.
Senior from Winfield, West Virginia. This one carrying well to center field, and a solo home run just over the fence in center field. And the 27th home run this season for Youngstown State and for Kennedy Dean, her 5th of the season.
Well, Adam, they might be able to blame us as we're saying they're not a power-hitting team. Maybe someone on Youngstown State heard that as
2-1, a bouncer. Dunlap gloves it, throws it across. Galazi grabs it. And Vienna transferring to RMU from Purdue Fort Wayne and gets one to hit there and puts it out into left field for a leadoff single here in inning 2.
Let's say, Adam, anything in the zone I feel like is a mistake. I would say she got a single.
1-2 to Dunlap. Out into center field. That'll get down, and the Colonials have 2 aboard. Back-to-back singles for RMU to start the. That pitch is up high, gets away from the catcher, and the runners advance to second and third, respectively. This one bouncing over to Turner. She'll toss it across the diamond, and the 0-2. And she'll swing through, and 2 are away. Second strikeout for O'Brien.
Number 42, Caitlin Jardine.
Now RMU down to their last strike of the inning, and Caitlin Jardine, the 3rd strikeout victim of the one. Meyer lays down the bunt. Play made over at first. Nice job there by Brown to. That one a bouncer, diving play made by Jardine. That one a bouncer, and the forced play at home. And the catcher. This one carrying well out into center field, ranging forward, but it tips off the edge of the glove. Hare couldn't make the play. 2 runs come in, make it 3, and Youngstown State stretches their lead to 4-0. And that one off the center field fence, and that'll drive home Dean Ray with the RBI double. And the Colonials are down 5-0.
And Youngstown's.
That's one a bouncer to short, and it takes a weird hop and caroms off of the body of Gilkerson. Yeah, it's an E6, and this one carrying well out to left field and caroms off of the glove. Back-to-back errors as Courtney Pulich has this one off of the glove of Stazak. And that was a very two. And Rudd with a single. Thatcher rounds third. She'll come home. And an RBI single for Aglaia Rudd after she was behind in the count, 0-2. Dunlap gets underneath this one, and it'll stay in the field of play, and the play is made. 1-2. That one gets away from O'Brien. Dean has to run all the way back to the backstop, and the runners advance. And this one will roll its way out into left field in an RBI single. Will 2 runs come home? Yes, they will. How about that? The Colonials aggressive on the base pads, and they see 2 players come home. This one, a roller up the middle, will roll out into center field. They'll send the runner, and Hare will score an RBI single for Thompson, and the Colonials are within a run.
Love the fight out of the Colonials here in the.
And this one carrying well to center field, but will just get to the edge of the warning track where the play is made by Kohler. That's the. She struck out 24, walked just a dozen as her first pitch is a single out to center field, and the 0-1. This one back to second base where it caroms off of Jardine and out into center field. And the runner from second advances to third in the prop. And this one out into left field in between short and third, and an RBI single for Gilkerson sends Meyer home. As this one out into left center field, long run, but Hare makes the play. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. And the Colonials.
Graphic mistake.
As this one out into left field. And a long run in. Stazak couldn't make the play. And Rudd will round first and have to dive her way back. 2-1 roped out into center field.
Couple of really nice hits there for Dunlap right there. Outside pitch.
Nice bunt laid down. Dives in the dirt. Pops this one up into right field where the play is made by Meyer, but the Colonials try to advance runners, and a great throw. It's a quagmire out there. As a couple of bounces over to the shortstop, Dunlap tosses over to Galazzi. This one out into right field.
And guess who?
Meyer gets underneath it, The right field.
Top of the order with just one out.
Bouncer too short, and the lead runner is out.
Game down at 4:32.
And this one out into right field,
A
and
diving
a
catch.
diving stop made by Meyer.
Meyer has
With the 0-2. Called strike 3. And Coleman, the UNYSU's. Pulich knocks this one into deep center field. It's over the fence out there in left center. And RMU cuts the deficit down to 1 with one swing of the bat here in the bottom of the 7th.
Courtney Pulich.
first pitch. She's been frustrated all night without getting a hit in this game, and you want to get right back
16th dinger of the season
on the scoreboard. That is her 16th home run for Robert Morris.
The 1-1 by Rudd off of third base. Rudd rounds first, headed to second. And she's into second with a stand-up double. And the Colonial. And Dunlap knocks this one out into center field, but a couple of steps over for Kohler, and she'll make the play.
Good swing at first.
And this one out into shallow left field. It caroms off the glove of Kilkerson. The ball sits on the field for long enough to allow Aglaya Rudd to round third and come home. And we've got ourselves a tie game.
What a heads-up play.
And Aaron Thompson at the plate. This one out into center field. The play is made by Kohler in a long
Field.
And this one out into right center field. Long run back. It'll carom over the fence, get its way over the fence for a home run for the Colonials. And a two-run jack. And the Colonials win the game by a score of 8-6 on a Marta Galazzi walk-off jack.
Her first home run of the season. What perfect timing. A game you thought RMU wasn't going to win, as you see fans on their feet. Marta right here has been struggling at the plate here today, but absolutely hits a bomb in center field and is the hero here today for the Robert Morris Colonials as they notch the series 1-1.
We're going to step away. Pitches for YSU. We'll talk more about that later. As this one carrying well out to left field, over the fence for a leadoff home run for Youngstown State's
home run, number 16,
right fielder Isabella Meyer.
And her day just continues to get better and better. You didn't get the win, but she had that amazing play in right field in the game before.
Winning the game is this one roped out into center field by the designated player Wilkerson. And one is aboard, back-to-back. And this one by Gilkerson out into deep right field where Thatcher will get underneath it. This one carrying well out to left field, and that'll find its way over the fence. I thought it fell. I thought it hit off of the with one away and two runners on, as that one will get away from the catcher Aglaya Rudd off of the backstop, and another run comes in for Youngstown State. Wilkerson scores from third. And this one out into right field, and the RBI single for Ray drives home Turner. Also advances Dean. As this one out into left field. And an RBI single. Bases remain loaded. And the score is 4-0. This one out into right field. Another run comes home for Youngstown State. Make it 2 on a 2 RBI single for Bottomley in the 9 spot.
First pitch she sees, as she did not get any game action in the.
And she'll get her second hit of the game, an RBI single out into left field as she drives Kohler home.
So you get 2 RBIs in 1 inning with 2 at-bats for Meyer.
Designated player
Playing a really good
Lydia
right field
Wilkerson.
as well. Might make Robert Morris pay.
And this one out into left center field, bounces in front of Hare. 1 run comes home. Make it 2, and a double for Ty Turner. Stretches the lead to 9-0 for YSU over RMU here in the top of the first. This one out into center field. Hare, it bounces in front of her, rolls underneath her glove and out towards the warning track. And that'll bring home the base runner from third in Gilkerson. or in Turner, excuse me. Dean. This one out into shallow left field in front of Hopf. And another run is driven in.
It's going to be an RBI single.
3-1 to Wilkerson. Out into left field. All the way to the warning track and off of the fence. Wilkerson slides in safely with a 2-run double.
The first one, only lineup change, and that's going to be another single right down the line. Going to probably be a double.
And this one will go all the way to the fence. Bottomly round second. RBI triple for the right fielder Bottomly.
Now she just needs a home run for the cycle. Get in the.
This one is roped out into left field. An RBI single. And that is her 4th run batted in. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Gets her first hit out into center field. She'll drive in 1 run. RBI single for Gilkerson. And Youngstown State has tied their season high of 17 runs scored. Better line as this one is smacked 2/3 of the way up the hill for a 3-run home run. The catcher Dean.
Dean stays hot, and that one was a no-doubter off the bat right away. Halfway up the hill. Dean didn't get a win in the first matchup. They're going to get a win in this second one, and that was a no-doubter right away. Teammates were up and out of the dugout, as that's not a cheap shot.
Swung on a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for. And the first hit of the game. Hit by number 21, Michaela Jardine. Jardine, wearing number 21, bats in place of Hare, and breaks up Ogun's double hit, or no hitter, with a single.
Thompson.